Okay, guys, so the first thing I want you guys to do is make sure you open up the same assignment you have been working on. So we're going to be working on this one, work on these empty Google Slides. That's the one you guys need to be using for everything, okay? This one. So when you open it, the first thing you need to do is make sure you have a title, okay? Make sure that the travel agent is your name right there, okay? Uh, Make sure when you click here you can see um, different slides. Choose the one that you want to work on. Okay, now open up a new one. For the next one, you're going to make sure that you open the title only one so that you don't have anything else but the title. So for the title, you're going to name it travel itinerary. Okay, and then I want you to add a table here. A travel itinerary is just a plan for traveling on the weekend. So the first thing I want you guys to do is you're going to click insert. You're going to go down to table and you're going to do a table of two horizontal by seven vertical. Okay, so you guys are going to do a 2 by 7 table. You guys are going to name these ones. This slide Saturday and this one Sunday. Okay, the one at the bottom you're going to name breakfast. Then you're going to skip one line and then you're going to name it lunch. You're going to skip this whole line and then you're going to name this one dinner. Okay. Now we don't want to have this line separating the breakfast column because breakfast is the title for the whole thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and highlight the whole thing. I'm going to go to format. I'm going to go to table and I'm going to go down to merge cells. So now you guys can see there's no line in between here. That means that now this cell is just one rather than two. Okay, so we're going to repeat the same process with lunch. Okay, and we're going to repeat the same process again with dinner, and again format table merge cells. Okay, now we don't like this stuff being like this, so you have to make sure that you have to center this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just highlight the whole table. I'm going to go ahead and click over here align, and then I'm going to align it in the center. Okay, now everything is in the center, so that looks great. The next thing you can do is, if you don't want the letters to be like on the bottom, if they're touching the line or something like that, you can always put them in the middle and they'll basically always stay in the middle. Okay, now another thing is you can change the font here by going here and then changing the font to whatever you want. Okay, anything you guys want to do, you can change the font. Okay, just make sure it's legible. So something like this looks better. Now, next thing I want to do is I want to make sure the lines stand out. The lines of the table, the borders of the table stand out. So for that, you also need to highlight the whole thing. You got to click on these lines, which is the weight, and then you're going to go ahead and click on here. Going to go ahead and click on here, and you can change the colors to anything you like. If you want it black like this, you can, but if you wanted another color, you can always change it to another color and it'll just change based on what you want. Okay, I'm just going to leave it as black because that's what I want to do. So go ahead and do that. The next thing you want to do is you want to add color to this. So for Saturday, what I can do is just highlight the whole thing, and I can go to this little bucket right here that says fill color. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to choose colors that pertain to what I want to how I want it to look like. Okay, maybe this one right here. Yeah, maybe that's better. And then Sunday, maybe another color. So you guys choose it however you want to do it. Okay. Okay, again, the background should looks nice. If you want to add images to here, you can always go to insert image, search the web, and you can say travel transparent background, and it'll come many things will come up that have a transparent background, so meaning just the image will come out like this one right here. Okay, and you guys can just put it wherever you want. So just make sure you guys make sure it looks the way you want it to look like. Okay, if you um, if you want to continue continue adding stuff, you can. I'm just going to leave it right here for the moment. Now, what I want you to do as well is under breakfast, I want you to put on a Saturday, what are you on your plan? What are you going to have the people eat for breakfast and do for breakfast? Okay, so eat/do. Same thing for lunch. What do you want them to eat and do for lunch? And what do you want them to eat and do for dinner? Okay. Could be an activity, for example, maybe eating breakfast and then going on a bike ride, and then for lunch, maybe just eating a light snack and then going for a little museum walk. So stuff like that. Okay, I want you guys to make sure you do that. What are you gonna do on a Saturday? And then same thing for Sunday. So eat/do. So what are you gonna eat? What are you gonna do? Same thing. Eat/do. What are you gonna eat? What are you gonna do? Same thing for here. Okay. So that's what you guys are going to be in charge of doing. Okay. Now, the next thing I want you guys to do is, some of you guys are already done with it, so that's great. But some of you guys are not. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to create a plan for how you want your introduction to look like. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click insert layout. You can choose any of the layouts that you want. Okay. I'm just going to choose this one right here just because I like how it has more things. So obviously my title is Escape to Malibu. So I'm just going to go ahead and just repeat it right here, Escape to Malibu. Okay. And then I want you guys to look for facts. Okay, so facts about your place. Okay, so I'm just going to say facts about Malibu, but you're going to go ahead and write down facts about your place. You can always edit this so it looks better. Okay, and then you can write 2 facts about that place that you're researching. Okay. Okay, so 2 facts, and maybe add images of how you want it to look like. Okay, the next thing you can do, and just to find the instructions on what you have to do or the questions that you might want to ask, is if you go to assignment number 5 and you click on the PDF, you can scroll down, okay, and you can see that image here. Right here it says there are some things that you can read here. So, for example, you will want to visit this destination to visit Malibu. Interesting fact that is unique about this location is that Malibu is, I don't know, in front of the beach, something like that. Interesting fact that encourages tourists to take the trip is, so why would people want to go to the place that you chose? You can add extra detail to entice tourists. Travel advice based on the climate. So maybe you can say, well, it's a really nice climate. If you're looking to go swimming or surfing, it's going to be warm. Whatever you're taking your person, okay? And then ideal time to travel. If you want to come to, for example, Malibu, then you have to come over the summer because in the winter it might be too windy or too cold, okay? And just make very descriptive. Use descriptive words to make your place sound great, right? Also add images, okay? So for this one, you can go ahead and use this from the PDF, okay? Here are some questions that you can answer, okay? Okay, so make sure you guys use that. And then descriptive word suggestions are here. Yeah, so some descriptive words are here. These are some suggestions. You're also going to have to insert a picture, and the picture could be something like flipped or looking like this, okay? Don't worry about this last part, okay? Just make sure that that you also insert an image. So for example, let me just go ahead and just insert an image from the web. Let me just go ahead and write down Malibu. Oh, let me just get it from here. Malibu. Okay, I can do images, and there's some images of Malibu, so maybe I like you can always use the scripted thing to look for stuff that you want. Maybe I like this image right here, so I'm just going, this one's too blurry. Maybe I like that image, and I'm just going to go ahead and copy that image. I'm just going, let's say, to paste it here. Obviously it's too big and I don't like it too big, so I'm just going to go ahead and just maybe move it up here. maybe I want to add borders, right? Right now it doesn't have borders, but maybe I want to add borders that are green. Now you guys can see I added borders, and the way you do that is by just clicking on that image, going to wherever you want to, whatever thickness you want to give your images. Obviously that's way too thick. Going to give it like a 0.4, and then choosing a color that you want. Okay. Another thing that you can do is you can rotate it. So by going like this, maybe you can rotate it and put it maybe over here by the corner so that text comes up right there. So you can always edit stuff like this. So make sure you do that. But yeah, use assignment number 5 to answer the to have information from it. Okay. And obviously, again, you can see that over here, we can see basically the questions that you're supposed to answer for that slide. Okay. Once you have these two things done, that's it. That's all you have to do. Just let me know. I'll check, and then you're free to go.